welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for March the 19th, is it? Yes, through March the 25th. Now I was going to kind of put Pisces to the back of the line, or queue as we say, so to speak. However, they do have one more day left, so I'm going to let them be first again this week, because it's not fair for that last person or those people that's birthday is on the 19th. So happy birthday to those on the cusp, and we're going to do your reading first. Now, first of all, I would like to do the astrological report for this week. On the 20th, the sun moves into Aries. Now, Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. So this is the first sign of the zodiac for astrologers, and it's the spring equinox. It is the start of everything. So we really will feel that shift of saying goodbye to Pisces and saying hello to Aries. Now, at the same time, Mercury and Venus moved into Aries, and they are actually getting very tightly close together in Aries on the same day. So it's going to be about finances, it's going to be about communications with that, it's going to be about love, communications, relationships. It's a really nice kind of energy on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we have Mercury going retrograde. Now we're already feeling it because we're in the, it's in the shadow of that energy. So I forget what day it actually goes direct, but we'll talk about that later. So it's usually around 3 weeks. So we have this, so it's very important not to sign documents, not to start anything, even though on Tuesday, it's this kind of urge to spring into action. We're going to feel very light. We're going to feel excited about starting things. And if you've already been working on something, fine. That's okay. And definitely make plans. Now, it's really important with astrology that we co-create, right? And the best thing to do when Mercury is in retrograde is to organize, is to clean out old stuff, is to, declutter your mind, is to meditate, declutter. It's very important to kind of work with that energy. You'll get a lot done because people say, I can't get anything done, it's Mercury in retrograde. But if you work with the energies, you'll get a lot done. Now, on Friday, Venus goes square to Pluto, which is not a very good aspect. Pluto is, kind of the underworld, the shady. It's kind of what's going deep on inside secrets. And Venus going square to Pluto, we could find out secrets about our lovers, or, maybe find someone that's not been very honest with us, or we haven't been honest with ourselves about the relationship we're in, or so it's not the best energy ever. But having said that, things could come to light that we need to know. Something shady going on in terms of our partners. And, we could be moving out of a relationship or moving into a relationship. It's very death and rebirth. So it's about change as well. And also, we have the sun in Aries going in a moving into a challenging aspect to Mars in Capricorn. Now, Mars has been playing a big role. People have been very frustrated, have been, snappy, irritated. It's very important not to react during this time. And we're going to have that urge to react. So it's important to kind of breathe and then hold back, think before we speak. Listen, the energies, astrology is about the energies that are coming in, and we can co-create with the energies, so we can use these energies to our benefit, especially when we know that they're coming in. So we know that, look, people are going to push our buttons. Perhaps we're going to be irritated, we're going to be a little short, we're going to be a little wanting to burst out and say inappropriate things perhaps. But it's important to really kind of not react, but respond during this time. And if we're aware of it, we can avoid the pitfalls. Or when we do act out on it, go, aha, no, I knew that. Why did I react like that? So anyway, guys, I want to really thank you. I want to thank my patrons who support me, and they're my biggest fans, and I really appreciate them. I have started a Patreon page, guys. If you would like to become a patron, show a little bit of love. It's not a lot of money, it's a little bit, and it would really help me put out more content, because I have all these amazing ideas, and it's just about getting them out there with the right equipment, the right software. And I have these tiers of rewards. So check out my Patreon page. There are some public posts, and then there are things on that page that I just put out for patrons only, so they get all these wonderful things. And you can suggest, go to my Patreon page and suggest different rewards. I'm very open to constructive criticism and brilliant ideas. What would you like to see as a reward if you became a patron? So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it on your social media, comment. I read every comment. And subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! And let's go to your cards. Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for March the 19th through March the 25th. It's a general reading, guys, so if you want a personal reading, that information will be in the show more section below, and also your sun, moon and rising. You will find links to those videos below also. Now the first card for you is the Hanging Man. Look, it's very Cirque du Soleil, you see. When the Hanging Man comes into a reading, it kind of means there's a pause in action for you, or you're being asked to pause before you react. This is asking you to take a look at a situation, right, from a different perspective. It's about looking at things. Look, the Hanging Man's just hanging there, looking at something in a different way, you know, just not unbothered about hanging there, and quite comfortable in it. Now, clarifying this, you have the Queen of Summer, right? You've got two cards. Two cards fell out to clarify this. So you have the Queen of Summer. You've got the Hanging Man, right? This is like a pause in action. And you've got the Queen of Summer. This is saying really take care of yourself. This is you are the social worker of the zodiac, darling. Right? But sometimes you will help people to the detriment of yourself. You're always there to lend a helping hand, and you're always thinking of other people's feelings. And when she comes into a reading, it's saying, darling, you really need to focus on yourself right now. Help yourself before you help anyone. Yes, help people. That's wonderful. It's great. We should all help each other. But you can't help them if you're run down and you're not taking care of yourself. So I have a feeling this came in for you last week too, Virgo. I kind of remember it because my sister's a Virgo. Hey, Kath, you better be watching, all right? Anyway, she loses attention really quick. She can't be bothered to watch it all the way through. So I test her to see if, you know, she's watched it, because then she'll know if I've mentioned her. So here we are. Take care of yourself. Now also, clarifying that is the Princess of Spring, right? The Princess of Spring is coming in because it's saying, she's saying, information is coming to you, and it's important to go after your dreams right now. You're being urged to go after your dreams. So perhaps you've been looking at things. It's like, this is about being creative energy. And I've told everyone, with Mercury going in retrograde, it's just important to be creative. Get in touch with that creative energy. And I know you guys are very creative. So this is a wonderful opportunity. It's saying, you know, broaden your horizons, be optimistic, you know. Sometimes when you're not feeling well, or you're a bit under the weather, you're not, and you let the shadow side of you come out, that criticism. And, you know, it works on yourself. You're criticizing yourself, you're criticizing others. This is saying, look, put the judgment down, right? Look at it from a different angle, right? And do something creative. Take care of yourself, but get involved in something creative, something that feeds your soul, that makes you feel great. Okay, so that's what you're being encouraged to do. Let your creativity fly high. And then you've got the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is like, you know, love. It's like, you know, love is coming in. It's like action. It's like moving forward. And it's like you're feeling that love right now. Or you're looking at something very sparkly. You're fancying someone, perhaps. Someone's coming into your life who's very kind of dashing and handsome and like, woo, darling, knight in shining armor. Now, you've got the Seven of Spring, which is saying be assertive, right? And with this is when there's a little kind of, don't back down for something that you believe in. Now, don't be dogmatic about it. Don't get me wrong. Don't say I'm right and that's it. You know, I almost said like my sister tends to. She's going to kill me. But it's not about being right and saying I'm right, this is the way it is. It's about teamwork. But yes, teamwork, but it's also, see how she's high and she's shooting an arrow from on high? It's about coming from a higher perspective, coming from a place of love and compassion, right? Putting you're an earth sign, so you can be very grounded. So it's about being grounded, and you're passionate about something, and it's about calmly standing up for what you believe. Don't be a doormat. Sometimes we compromise, right? To the detriment of our values. Don't compromise to the detriment of your values. But when you are standing up for what you believe in, you must be very calm. You must take a deep breath in, and you must be calm, and you must talk like this, because people don't hear, no, they don't hear that. Well, I don't think that. No, and I'm right and you're wrong. It's not, you can't do I'm right and you're wrong kind of argument. It has to be looking at it from a different perspective, being calm and coming at it in a very diplomatic, kind of loving way, with love and compassion and calmness and being grounded. And when you do that, you'll be able to get your point across. You'll be heard, because you're not going to be heard if you're defensive or, you know, saying I'm right. You're not going to be heard, but you will be heard if you come in like that. Now, I have the Six of Cups, which makes me think that you're kind of romanticizing the past. You're romanticizing a lover from the past, or a relationship, how it used to be, or what you've missed, something that you've missed. This is about being in your head. And listen, we all think it was like that at the time when we're in this energy, but it's, if you really look at it truthfully and honestly, it wasn't like that. You know, it's like sometimes I think, oh, if only I could have the innocence of my childhood back, and if I'd have done. It's in the past, darling. It's like, drop that romanticism, drop all the, you know, shining lights around it. Because in reality, it wasn't like that. Now, you've got the Lovers card. Now, love is coming into this, but I don't think it's somebody that's going to... Oh, sorry. Okay, this could be somebody that's coming in from the past for some of you. This could be somebody coming from your past to you, but you're going to have a tendency to romanticize it. And I'm not saying that this person isn't right, but I would look at this honestly. But also when the Lovers card comes in, it also means compromise as well. And I am getting compromise, but compromise with love and compassion. So it's about reflecting yourself in somebody else so that you see yourself in the other person. Treat someone the way you want to be treated. Listen to someone the way you want to be listened. Hear someone the way you want to be heard. Speak to someone the way you want to be spoken to. Always, you know, soften the language. I really do think that someone is coming in from the past for some of you guys this week. And all I'm saying is that, you know, when the Hanging Man comes in, it's saying pause, take your time, slow down. And we have to do that this week because we've got the sun changing from Pisces into Aries, and we've got this urge to spring into action, right? It's very important. Yes, be assertive, but hold back. If somebody comes into your life, lover-wise this week, you know, just hold back a bit, because it kind of, in this energy that's coming up, it kind of doesn't have staying power. So you don't want to be hurt. You don't want just a fling. If you're going to go, just hold back and get to know the person. That's all I'm saying. And drop the romanticism, the past, drop that. Or, you know, oh, I've met this person and this is the one. And, you know how we fantasize and we're so excited when we meet someone that's new and we've got this connection and we're like, oh, we're already down the road with a picket fence. This is the one. And it feels like that, right? Because it's passionate. There's a connection, there's chemistry, there's all kinds. But, take your time. That's all I'm saying, Virgo. Okay? Listen, I love you all. And I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.